In this tutorial we're going to be going over the toolbars up here that we have for the that come with MetaTrader, and also interfacing the Fibonacci toolbar, making sure that it's interfacing correctly with MetaTrader 4. We've got all these tools right here. Excuse me for that. If you right click, this is your Fibonacci retracement. If you right click anywhere on any of those tools, you can come down here to customize. When you're at customize, we can add or remove whatever we choose to. So some of the things that we're going to want on here, for example, are, well, let's just start right at the top. Let's do this. Let's take off the things we don't want over here. We don't need an equal distance channel. You can certainly keep it if you choose to. We'll remove that, and we'll leave the text, the labels, and the arrows. So as we look at over here on the right, we'll scroll down. The first thing we're going to put on is a Fibonacci expansion. This is one of the main tools we use for drawing. We divide that up into several tools for using the Fibonacci toolbar and doing the work we do. Rectangles, triangles, and ellipses we use. So we're going to insert all those. And the rest of these are optional whether you're going to use them or not. I typically don't use them a whole lot, so go ahead and we'll close that. Up here we can right click again on customize for some of the other tools. Some of the things we don't need is we don't need periodicity, which is your count of your candles, because we have that up here with a 1 minute, 5, 15, 30, so we can switch back really easily there. So we're just going to click on that and remove that. We're going to remove templates because we keep that real simple. You can do templates with a right click. We're going to I guess it'd help if I clicked remove instead of. We'll leave the auto scroll and shift. Those are important. We'll close that. That's pretty good. You can add and remove other buttons as you choose to. As you look at these toolbars, you'll see these little gray lines right here, and what those gray lines do is they allow you to grab and move that tool. So you can move that over here. If you wanted, you could take the drawing tools. This is the way I actually prefer my charts, and I put my tools down on the side of the MetaTrader. So I take that little gray line and I just move this whole thing over here. That's giving me a little grief. Or you can just put it up here. Either way, depends on how big your monitor is and what you want to do. I'm going to grab it and see if I can move it over here. There we go. So it's moved along the side. So you can move those around however you would like to place them to get room. I use my toolbar. I use it a lot down here. Some people place their toolbar up here. There's all kinds of, wherever you would like to put it works just fine. So I'll set it down right here for now to be out of the way. Sometimes when you open up MetaTrader and you go to draw a Fibonacci, you can come down here, you click on APP, and then you would go up here to the Fibo expansion button, and it doesn't take. It stays with the original settings. The reason why is there aren't enough levels that are put into MetaTrader. So I'm going to select that by double clicking on it, right click on it, and go to expansion properties. And once I click on that, I'm going to Fibo levels, and then I'm just going to start adding. I'm going to go add, okay, add, and they're just adding them as zeros, which is fine. Once I add a few, so there's a home for the numbers that we have in the toolbar, then it will go ahead and work. Usually it works right off the bat, but sometimes you have to do this to make sure that it's, if you get what I just showed you there where it didn't take. So we're going to go ahead and click OK. Now we're going to come in and click APP, go back up here to the Fibo expansion tool, and all the lines are there the way they're supposed to be. With MetaTrader, we can go ahead and remove the last things we put on. You just click on the backspace key and it'll remove them. Another thing that happens is these drawing tools need to be linked up with the toolbar. It's a real easy process. If we go to the back office or the back drop down box, it automatically comes with auto update checked, which is what you want. You want to leave that alone, so I'm just showing it to you. What this does, it allows the toolbar to communicate directly with all the drawing tools. So right now I have this on yellow for my color, but if I go over here and I draw a box, it's turning out blue. I wanted it to be yellow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on the corner of this box to select it. I'm going to right click then and go to rectangle properties. I'm going to click on this drop down box right here and click on yellow. Click OK, and now I'm going to draw a box and it will be yellow. What that does is this is producing the same color as what I just programmed into this. So now those two are interacting. I can come in now and I can say, alright, well, let's put on a white box. I can click on that and it will turn out white or light blue. I just needed to make sure they had contact and they're working. Once that's established, I can come in here to any of these drawing tools and they will work. Hold on. Okay, I figured that out. I just had a little slip of the brain there. In order to get the toolbar sometimes interacting with these drawing tools here on the lines, what I would need to do is go ahead and click on the line itself. So I'm going to click on this angular line here. I'm going to click on the angular line here on MetaTrader, and once that's doing communicating, it will do what it's supposed to do. I can make that a broad line, come over here and make it white, click on it, and now I'm going to have a broad white line. So it's just the initial connection that we need to make between the toolbar and MetaTrader in some cases. Most times it just goes ahead and interacts flawlessly. Sometimes they have the settings different in MetaTrader, so that's something that just needs to be done. So that's how we work those drawing tools and make them communicate, and that will do it for this tutorial.